Ava of Norway have sent me this GO P55 pressure washer to review, and in this video I'm just going to unbox it, show you what's inside the box and any assembly, if any, that is required. So this is the top of the box, and you'll see that this is the large bundle. So if you go on the websites for the UK, Ava have got a UK website and also they're selling on Amazon, you won't find a large bundle mentioned anywhere. You'll only see the standard bundle. Now in actual fact, in the UK at the moment, the standard bundle is actually the large bundle. Now if you're not sure and you want to make sure, just go onto the Ava of Norway homepage, find the GO series of pressure washers, scroll down on that page and you can see a graphic that will show you what is included for the medium, large and extra large packages, and you can check that against what you're ordering just to make sure. I'm sorry that's confusing, but that is just the way it is at the moment. So that's the top of the box. So both the ends are the same, so you've got the same graphics on both ends of the box, and the same goes for the sides. The sides have got the same graphics and images on. Just a word of warning about this clip: when you're emptying the contents of the box, make sure you're looking for this, because I actually threw this away and didn't think it had been sent with a pressure washer, and it was only after I searched through my rubbish bin that I found the clip. So you need to be aware that that's in there and be looking for that when you're taking the contents out of the box. Inside the box we've got the pressure washer. The UK version obviously comes with a UK 3-pin plug, the zoom lance and the bayonet adapter for the zoom lance, the clip that is used to attach that bayonet adapter to the zoom lance, the hose connector with a built-in filter, the turbo nozzle, the vario nozzle, the GO pressure gun, high pressure hose, foam cannon and foam cannon bottle, instructions and technical details. And underneath the technical details you can see there is a little blockage clearing pin for clearing any blockages out of the nozzles. You need to make sure that you don't miss that. Well, that's everything that's in the box. So the first thing to do is to fit the filtered hose connector to the water inlet, and you'll notice there's a rubber seal in there. This just needs to go on hand tight, so it's quite fiddly to get on, but once it's started it's fine. So cinch it up like that and then just an extra quarter of a turn or so, that's fine. For the foam cannon, just drop the hose into the bottle, push it down and screw it onto the top there. Very, very easy. So next we've got to connect the bayonet adapter to the zoom lance using this metal clip. If you look in the end of the zoom lance, you can see that there is a moulding there that matches the moulding on the adapter. So you can see there's a little key on the top there that fits into the groove there, and that's how you line them both together. It will only go in one way. So what you've got to do is push this all the way into there and then use that metal pin to hold it all in place. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm looking down the end, I've lined up the key with the groove, I'm going to push it in, and it is a very tight fit, but it's going in. So I'm going to try putting it on my workbench and putting my weight on it to push it down, and that has worked. Now that is not easy to push in, and it takes quite a lot of force. Now that was quite difficult. So basically, once you've got it in position, put it on your workbench or any other surface that you can put some weight on, with the adapter at the bottom, grab hold of the zoom lance and just push down like that with a fair bit of force, and then it just slots into place. Now you might find that yours fits a little bit easier than that, but that was quite difficult. Not too bad though, and that's it done. So now I've got to put the pin in. Right, so as you can see, I've actually pulled the zoom lance out slightly. This is the top of the zoom lance. So you can see that that's actually got a mould in there that the pin fits in. If I turn it around the other way, you can see it's just two holes. So the pin goes in from the top. It's going to be difficult to film this so you can see it. So the pin goes in from the top. I had to pinch it together very slightly. I'm going to try putting some weight on it to see what happens. No, that's not going in. No, I couldn't get that to get started at first. It had definitely gone in on this side and not on that side. So what I did was I just took a rubber mallet, and you can use anything that's not going to damage the clip or the lance, and I just kind of tapped it from this side and it slipped in on this far side. So now it's ready to knock in all the way, and I'm just going to I'm going to put it on something hard, make sure that the actual extension piece is resting on something hard, and tap it again. Right, that's it gone in. And that was quite difficult, and I think you really need to chuck it like this so that you can get some force on it. I'm just going to try it with a metal hammer. Yeah, that's better. So whether it's been designed to be as difficult as that, I don't know, but it takes a fair bit of force, and you need to be prepared to actually give it a good clout to get it in, which is a little bit disconcerting, but it's obviously not done any harm to the lance itself. So that is a bayonet adapter fitted to the zoom lance. Far more difficult than I expected. So the hose goes into the rear of the machine. You'll see that both ends of the hose are identical, so you can connect it either way. That just pushes in until it clicks. And you can see that's solid. Now if you want to remove it, press down and squeeze to pull the hose out. That's quite simple. Connecting the hose to the Go Pressure lance is very simple. It just pushes in there, clicks into place and is solid. And then to remove it, just press this trigger here, pull the hose out. Now if I show you inside, you can see how that works. It's rather like the clamp that holds the adapter on the end of the zoom lance. So that's the hose connected. Connecting the zoom lance to the gun is very simple. It's a bayonet fitting. It just pushes in, turn it 90 degrees, and then you can lock it with this locking collar here if you want. So that's very simple. The yellow button should be on the top. So to take it off, just slacken that locking collar, push in 90 degrees, pull out. It's as simple as that. Now, as you see, you can put it on upside down if you want, so just be aware of that. Notice that yellow button is not on the top of the gun anymore. Just remove it 180 degrees and connect it if you do that. So that's the zoom lance connected to the gun. The zoom lance works by pushing this yellow button in at the top, twisting it round and pulling out the lance and then letting it go. So that's quite simple. And then the very last thing is to connect one of the nozzles onto the end of the zoom lance, and it's exactly the same as connecting the zoom lance. So just push it in, press down 90 degrees, and then you can lock it with this locking collar if you want. I really don't think the locking collar is needed, but it's quite a nice feature if you want to lock everything in place securely. So to remove it, press it down, twist it 90 degrees, pull it out. So that is basically the assembly process completed. Quite simple really. In my opinion, the zoom lance is very difficult to put together with that clip, and I couldn't find any instructions anywhere on how to do it, so I just sort of ad-libbed it. And it is a little bit disconcerting whacking it with a hammer to get it in, but it looks to me like that's the only way that you're going to do it. I do think that Ava need to look at their instructions, because there's not an awful lot of information there when it comes to putting these things together and taking them apart. So that is the assembly completed. I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching.